Give me a second. Okay, perfect. So we're actually live. Hello, Facebook, and welcome to my business page. It's Christine Furtado, and we are finally live. Sorry for a little bit of a delay here. We just love these little technical difficulties, but we're here now. And I've got my lovely friend and colleague and client, Pam McDonel. Welcome, Pam. I'm so glad to have you on today.
Hey, thank you. I love that introduction. Thank you so much. That was cool.
And Pam and I can actually literally talk for hours, so we're going to try and keep it short and sweet. But I'm really happy and excited to have Pam on here today because she is going to talk about emotional freedom. We all want that emotional freedom. So, you know, if any of you guys are having or experiencing, you know, toxic emotions or some stress going on, you'll want to listen to this live. I know Pam has lots to share with us. And Pam's actually going to be doing a challenge, so I'm really excited for you guys to join that. But I really wanted to share Pam with you and have her give her a little bit of a background and what you can expect from this challenge. So I really wanted to have her on here. So I'm so excited to have you here, Pam. Thank you for joining me here today.
I'm excited to be here as well. And thank you for that plug on the challenge because, yeah, we are going to talk about that a little bit. I'm just really excited too. So thank you.
Yes, awesome. So Pam is a balance and energy healer, an energy balance and healer. And she uses a variety of modalities such as EFT tapping, Reiki. She's a Reiki master. She's EFT tapping practitioner and also massage therapist. So she uses all kinds of different modalities to be able to, you know, balance energy and, you know, some energy healing. And I know she'll talk a little bit more about that. And she helps people, and I love this, she helps people to make peace with their body, mind, and spirit. Love that. And she's also here to talk about how we can release those toxic emotions. So, so Pam, I would love if you could just share a little bit about you. And we always like, I know for me, myself, being in the online space, I've always found greatness in hearing people's stories and their journey to where they are today. I just find I learn a lot about that, and it makes me realize that I was not the only one, you know, going through whatever I'm going through at that time. And I always find people's journey always so interesting. So feel free to share a little bit about you and your journey to what you're doing now.
Okay, I will do that. And I will try to keep it short because, like you said, we can talk for hours. And
I know.
we tell stories. And I don't mean untruth stories. I just mean stories.
Yeah.
I like good stories, so I like to tell good stories. But
yes,
anyway,
so
we'll try to keep it really short. Okay, me. Yeah. Me, Pam McDonel, born and raised in a little town called Jinx, Oklahoma. It's just outside of Tulsa, if anybody knows where that is. Basically, it's in the Bible Belt of these United States. So I grew up in a Southern Baptist Presbyterian Church of Christ family. And needless to say, my folks were very loving and very kind, and I had a very good childhood. I really can't complain at all. Maybe one little thing that I'll talk about in a minute, but really not anything. And but they were very, very strict. So, you know, children did what you were told, and you didn't ask really questions. You just did it. So, that being said, again, I just want to stress that I did come from a really good family life. I can't complain about that at all. The one thing that probably sparked this whole thing, and even though as I tell about it, the two things, people might be going, well, how is that a blessing? But I think you'll see later. And one is my dad. And my dad taught me, actually how to hide. And that doesn't sound like that would be a good thing, but it taught me a lot of things that I have now been able to understand in my later life. So my dad had this really short temper, and when he had that, the words that he said could be very biting and very deep. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know it then, but now I understand that I am this highly sensitive, intuitive, empathic person that back in those days in the Bible Belt of the world was not only not understood, but probably wouldn't have even been tolerated if it was. You know, we could go back to the witch burning days and all of that, but we won't. And so anyway, that taught me to become, to actually go very deep inside, to become a chameleon and learn very easily how to adjust myself and my being to whomever I was around by doing what I felt like they thought or wanted me to be. Mm-hmm. So that got me through life for about 60 years. And then a little later in life, my dad died when I was 35, and that was a great loss. We had just come to the point that I could open up and have my voice with him 1 year before that. So it was a great loss that I wasn't able to really have the relationship that I would have liked to have with him. Mm-hmm. But all that said, some years later, my mother developed Alzheimer's. And so for about 9 years, I was her sole caregiver. And when we were done with that, she passed away in 2002. And what I realized at that time is that any energy that I may have had that was not already being given out freely was totally gone. So I ended up with adrenal fatigue, stress, some really poor health things going on. And I realized that I was kind of in this deep, dark place. Not suicidal or anything like that, just existing, really. Mm-hmm. And I knew that wasn't good. So once I realized that, I embarked on a journey, on a pilgrimage, if you will, to learn what had happened, why I had this, and how in the heck was I going to come out of it. So in that little journey, I began to understand this intuitive, empathic ability that I had. And as I developed that, and I actually became my authentic self again, my husband at that time decided that he needed to be single again. And even though we never had those words, I'm empathic. So I'm pretty sure it was because he couldn't manipulate me. He couldn't control me anymore. And that was his way of kindly letting me go. Mm-hmm. So all of those things, even though they're, kind of icky, really have brought me to the place that I am now.
Well, that's good. And you know what? So first of all, thank you so much for sharing that and being vulnerable, because I know it's hard, but I know you're in that place now where it's great that you can share that. And I think it's great to share that because, if there's anybody in our audience that is listening or watching this and, maybe in that place, that there's ways to heal and ways to get beyond that. And, right. And also the fact you said, this was years and years that you that took you to come out of that. So I think it also shows that, it's never too late. It doesn't matter what age we are. You can always, make that decision that you want to find, or at least seek that openness to find that there's something different. And I think it's great that you share that, because then when someone shares that, they, it'll maybe give other people the encouragement that there is something else out there and there's ways to get around that. So thank you for sharing that. And I know myself, So it's kind of interesting because we both are empathic and sensitive, and I actually only discovered that a couple years ago, actually. So, and I'm pushing 50, so
I think that was one of the reasons why we hit it off so well.
I know. So, and age is a number. That's all it is. That's how I look at that. But it's, you know, it just goes to show you that when you know you have that feeling that there's something different that you need to explore, you know, that's what we hope that you're going to get from this for sure. And myself, my transition kind of helped, you know, kind of started when I did a little bit of a burnout through after corporate, and then you know, I went to a seminar that actually gave me inspiration that there was, you know, something else out there. But I, you know, I'm really grateful that you're sharing that and being vulnerable. I think it's great to hear you say that.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for letting me do that.
Yeah, no, I think it's always good to share that. So, so in terms of you know, what is your hope and passion, I guess, of, you know, helping people in what you do?
Oh, yeah, that passion thing. You know, really, I want to work with people of any age that are willing to have a genuine desire for growth and healing. And I want to be able to support and empower them in that making peace and becoming friends with body, mind, and spirit.
Okay.
Really, that's really kind of the long and short of it. And we do that in many ways with many tools, but that's it.
Well, that's good. Well, I love that. I know, you know, you kept talking when we first met, you know, you always talked about, you know, making peace with your body, mind, spirit. And I just think that's just such a wonderful thing. So beautiful. So I love that you do that. And, you know, we all have different ways of doing things, but that definitely, you know, suits what you're doing as well. So in terms of the challenge, I know we want to kind of keep this short and sweet. In terms of the challenge, can you talk a little bit about what everybody can expect and like how long it is, when it starts?
Yeah. Okay, so it's going to start this next Monday, which is the 25th of June. Yep. We're going to do 4 days. It's really easy. EFT tapping for emotional freedom 4-day challenge. And you can find that on the website, and I know you're going to give that later, but
the link will be above this video, so click on the link and join the challenge. It's free.
Awesome. Yes. And anyway, we're going to do that 4 days, Monday through Thursday, and then on Friday I'm probably going to have a Facebook or Zoom live that folks can join just to kind of do kind of a review or answer any questions that might have come up. But basically what we're going to do is we have the part where we work on our emotions and our feelings and our beliefs, and then we have the part that we use our techniques and our modalities to kind of work on them. But what I'm hoping to do is kind of marry the two. So I just recently did a toxic emotions class, and we learned all about our emotions, our feelings, our beliefs, and how they get all jumbled up in our energy system and then cause toxic emotions, feelings, and beliefs, right? And then I'm doing my EFT tapping and my massage and my Reiki and those energy release things. So I'm really trying to marry the two. And what this challenge is going to do is just bring everybody kind of up to speed with that and make them aware that those feelings, emotions, and beliefs that can become toxic are really very good for us. They are our friends, and all they want to do is tell us something. They have something to teach us. So if we just keep an open body, mind, and spirit, we can learn what that is. And then once we kind of know what that is, we use that tapping In this particular case, we're going to use that tapping to help release that. So we're going to recognize, and then we're going to release. And by doing that, what that really does is it doesn't totally eliminate the feeling, the emotion, or the belief, right? We're still going to have those because we're human. But all of those little things that we call triggers that blow them up, we're going to get rid of those. So even though you have that emotion, feeling, or belief, you're not triggered by it anymore, and it doesn't hold the same control over you that maybe once it did.
That's awesome. So you're going to do so they're going to have a little bit of a challenge to do every day, and then you're going to do work on with some EFT tapping and showing them how that you can release that as well through videos and through Facebook Lives, right? Or Facebook Live on the Friday for sure, and you may pop in, right?
We're going to do our very best. That's the plan. You know, technology, you never know.
I know, that's true. So what other kinds of benefits do you think that that we can, that they can expect from the challenge?
Again, I really think it's just all around coming in with an open mind, being willing to acknowledge that you may have some of those toxic emotions, feelings, and beliefs, and then being open to what we refer to sometimes as alternative modalities or techniques rather than the traditional ones that we know, and just really being open to receiving all of that.
That's great. That's great.
And we'll do that. They'll be able to, they'll come to a place where they can begin to recognize when they're in that place of toxicity with that emotion, feeling, or belief. And then they can make their choice. They can stay in it as we, have learned to do, or we can push it aside like we've learned to do, bury it deep, or you can actually deal with it and at the very least, get it to a manageable level. But if you really continue to work with it, it's like peeling an onion. You just peel back the layers. You may have success the first time, and it may take several times to, finally kind of release it. But
well, I know you've had great success with your workshops and the classes that you've held, and so this will be no different. I know you're really good at this, and like I said, helping people to make peace with their body, mind, and spirit. I just think it's a wonderful thing, and there's nothing like that emotional freedom and getting rid of those stressors and those toxic emotions. And I think it's going to be an exciting challenge. I can't wait to get started myself.
I know. Thank you for signing up. And actually, I would like to thank everybody out there that may be listening to this. If you've signed up, thank you. And for those of you out there who have not, please go to the top and sign up.
Yes, there'll be the link above this video, and sign up for the challenge. We're starting soon, and can't wait. So I'm really excited. Pam, thank you so much for joining me and doing this live with me, and really appreciate it, and appreciate what you're doing in the world and helping people to get rid of those toxic emotions and find that emotional freedom, just like you have and just like I have. There's nothing like it, right? Find that happiness.
Like it. And thank you, Miss Christine, because I am the one that's truly blessed and honored to be partnering with you and having someone like you to kind of support and empower me in this. So thank you.
Absolutely. My pleasure. And like I said, I'm just love sharing you with the world and everything that you're doing. I really appreciate that. We need more of you, that's for sure.
Awesome. And I love those earrings.
Yes, I know. And we're kind of color coordinated, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. And it wasn't planned.
That's true. It's that empath thing.
That's right. We're connected, right? Our those vibes are connected.
Yeah.
All right, Pam. So everybody, please sign up in the link above or below this video and join the challenge. Let's have some fun, and let's release those toxic emotions and get that emotional freedom going.
Awesome.
All
Thank
right,
you.
you guys take care. Have a wonderful day and enjoy. And by the way, happy summer.
Ooh, yeah.
First day of summer. So everybody, I don't know where what the weather's like where you guys are, but
Sun shining.
yeah, it's sunshine today too. So woot woot.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, God bless, and we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys on the challenge.
Yeah, thanks. See you
Bye.
later. Bye-bye.